Hi, today I'm going to be showing everyone the new feature in Red HQ's HQ system. It's called the dashboard. What this does is when you log into any property, you should see a couple new tabs on the right hand side, dashboard and vendor details. Once you've clicked on dashboard, you'll see a screen that looks like this with these small little widget boxes. At the moment you won't be seeing much feeding through other than say OFIs or anything on the to-do list, or even if you've added some notes to the property. But what we really want to see is stats coming from realestate.com regarding the listing, as well as stats from domain. Now when you first click on a property, if your office hasn't been set up, you may need to do a little bit of setup just to get those stats coming in. Once it's done for your office, it should be fine for all the properties. Starting off, we'll go through the realestate.com.au process. To authorize REA to start getting stats for these widgets, you'll need to follow this short little guide in the box here. Basically, all it requires you to do is log into your REA agent admin account. You can get to the site that you need to log in by clicking this big red Go to REA button. Once you're there, you'll need to click on XML Uploads from the left-hand menu. Click Change My Uploader button. Fill out the form, it's just a small form, a few fields. And just make sure that in the section that is what will this uploader be used for, make sure that you select Leads and Reporting. After that, there should be a box called More Info. Just type Red HQ, RED-HQ into that field, and then submit. Once realestate.com.au has had a look at the request and approved it, you should start seeing stats coming through from them. Domains is a little bit quicker, but it's kind of the same thing. What you need to do for domain stats is enter your agency ID in this field, then from the drop down select your office, and then click the red Authorize button. And you should start seeing stats come through. Now once you've configured these correctly, the dashboard screen will then look like this. We've got the property views, property saved for both websites there, as well as an engagement chart here, portal activity, and what you can do as well is you can use this red button to actually view what the vendor would see when they log in. So we click that, you'll see what they can see. They've got access to look at the copy and the assets as well, so images, floor plan, that kind of thing. They'll also see the stats from these sites here. So to send the vendor, to give the vendor the ability to log in and actually view this, what you'll need to do is go to the Vendor Details tab, just on the right. When you first do this, it will look like this. You'll see a few fields to enter the vendor details, vendor first name, last name, salutation for the actual email itself, as well as their mobile. Now the salutation could be anything, for example, dear, it's just how the actual email starts. Down here we've got the email and password as well. For these sections you'll want to put in the vendor email address, and then make up a password for them to use. Once you hit update, you'll see this right hand side fill out, and it'll give you a example of how the email will look when it's sent to the vendor on the right hand side. You can edit this by changing text here, and you can even edit where the email is being sent to up the top here. You'll see in this email, once it is sent to them, it will provide them with an email login and a password just to log into the HQ system. It'll also have a little URL link that they can click on, and upon clicking on that they'll be greeted with the login screen. They can use those credentials that you've just created, and when they do, they'll see the customer dashboard, or the vendor dashboard, which is this one. If you do have any I should mention, you will need to send this email once you're happy with the way it looks, just using that red send button. If you do have any questions on the dashboard module for HQ, please let us know using either the chat link down the bottom left corner, or you can send through an email to our ticketing system at support@redhq.com.au. Thanks for watching.